But when Paul went to Caesarea, hoping for his case to be heard from by Governor Felix, since some of the Jews from Asia did not attend the hearing, Paul's case was continued. And for 2 years, he was kept in custody, in prison, until Porcius Festus succeeded Felix as governor. Our text for today is taken from the book of Acts, chapter 25, verses 1 through 12. Paul appeals to Caesar. Now, 3 days after Festus had arrived in the province, he went up to Jerusalem from Caesarea. And the chief priests and the principal men of the Jews laid out their case against Paul. And they urged him, asking as a favor against Paul, that he summon him to Jerusalem, because they were planning an ambush to kill him on the way. Festus replied that Paul was being kept at Caesarea and that he himself intended to go there shortly. So, said he, let the men of authority among you go down with me. And if there is anything wrong about the man, let them bring charges against him. After he stayed among them not more than 8 or 10 days, he went down to Caesarea, and the next day he took his seat on the tribunal and ordered Paul to be brought. When he had arrived, the Jews who had come down from Jerusalem stood around him, bringing many and serious charges against him that they could not prove. Paul argued in his defense, neither against the law of the Jews, nor against the temple, nor against Caesar have I committed any offense. But Festus, wishing to do the Jews a favor, said to Paul, do you wish to go up to Jerusalem and there be tried on these charges before me? But Paul said, I am standing before Caesar's tribunal, where I ought to be tried. To the Jews I have done no wrong, as you yourself know very well. If then I am a wrongdoer and have committed anything for which I deserve to die, I do not seek to escape death. But if there is nothing to their charges against me, no one can give me up to them. I appeal to Caesar. Then Festus, when he had confirmed with his council, answered, to Caesar you have appealed. To Caesar you shall go. But once again, some of the Jews planned to kill Paul if he would be transferred back to Jerusalem. And once again, Paul was protected by the Romans. In Paul's defense, he said that he committed no crime against the Jews or the temple or against Caesar. And since his accusers could not prove Paul guilty of anything, he made the appeal to stand before Caesar. This text shows us how God works in and through all things, even governments, so that his will is accomplished. To be continued. I'll see you next time.